Ben Johnson's plan to come to Chicago and build an all star coaching staff, plus details on how our head coach landed Dennis Allen to run the defense. Let's get right into it. By far the biggest addition to our coaching staff after landing Ben Johnson to be our head coach was him getting Dennis Allen to agree to be the defensive coordinator, a longtime veteran coach that has turned around worse defenses than what we have in Chicago right now. A guy widely considered to be one of the better defensive coordinators in football. He spoke to the media today, and you can immediately see his no nonsense approach and his excitement to be in Chicago. But it was Ben Johnson who got him to be here. Dennis Allen actually talked about how it went down. He said that Ben Johnson reached out to him immediately after he was fired by the Saints, and they together formed a plan to connect wherever Ben decided to take a head coaching job. Dennis Allen did have some requirements, though. He said there were only a couple of teams that he wanted to go to. He wanted to go to a team that had the pieces he needed on defense, and he said obviously Chicago was one of them. This is interesting. Dennis Allen was fired on November 4th, and it was just 3 weeks later that Matt Eberflus lost his job. These two have known since November 29th that the Chicago Bears head coaching job was 100% open. This all came together so beautifully. What a genius move by Ben Johnson. Most first time head coaches do not have the awareness to reach out to potential DCs mid season. This was way before Ben Johnson was taking interviews, way before the season was even close to being over. Yet our new head coach was making moves behind the scenes and putting together a high quality coaching staff. Incredible story here. But Dennis was also asked about being a head coach again. He said his sole focus is on helping Ben Johnson and developing the players on defense. He wants to get the most out of the talent on this roster. He was always aggressive as a play caller, and he said himself, they will be an attacking defense. His quote was, "We want to take the fight to the offense." He plans to be aggressive and physical on defense, and he has a plan for Kyler Gordon and even singled him out as one of the stars on this defense. He said the foundation is here defensively, and he's a guy that likes to blitz and have his cornerbacks play physical man coverage. That's definitely different than the soft coverages we've seen over the last few years from Matt Eberflus. Jalen Johnson is going to be one of the happiest guys around. He might finally be allowed to shadow opposing teams' number one receivers. And then a few more notes from today's pressers before I get back to my Senior Bowl practice notes. Our new offensive coordinator, Declan Doyle, commented on our franchise QB, Caleb Williams. He said the arm talent is crazy. I mean, it's very impressive. He's a very impressive player. He even went on to say the biggest thing is just the talent of the kid, his ability to use his legs. He's tough. You see it on tape. Obviously, the communication, all that stuff, but the ability to evade the pocket and his ability to create is a special thing. Doyle is going to help Ben Johnson implement the game plan on offense. Also, a note I missed on our new passing game coordinator, Press Taylor. He is the brother of Cincinnati Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. And there are multiple quotes from people around the league that are high on this guy and think he could one day become an NFL head coach. Not bad as the fourth assistant coach on our offense underneath Ben Johnson, Antoine Randall L., and Declan Doyle. This coaching staff is coming together nicely. And finally, our special teams coordinator, Richard Hightower, spoke to the media today as well. I love that guy. He seemed very grateful and humbled to still be a Chicago Bear. Also, he's really excited to work underneath Ben Johnson, and he wants to help this team finally become a winner. Again, I couldn't be more excited. The final practice of the Senior Bowl just wrapped up. It was a more physical practice than I'm used to on day 3, a pleasant surprise. I'll be back to break that down soon. Thanks to everyone who watches. Please remember to hit that like button for me. And until next time, bear down.